Job hunting is hard. You end up navigating endless applications, rejections, and uncertainty, a process that drains both time and confidence while leaving you wondering if your skills will ever truly be seen and valued. If you can relate to this, then stick around for the next 10 minutes. I'm Bani, your go-to AI agent specialist, and today I'm going to show you how to build an AI agent that will improve and refine the way you approach job applications. By the way, I've already built this agent without writing a single line of code. So you can click on the link in the description and start using it right away, or you can continue watching and follow along with this step-by-step walkthrough to build the agent for yourself and customize it for your specific needs. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully functional agent that you can use to analyze your profile against any job and give you a compatibility score. Then you'll get a detailed breakdown of your strengths and gaps, and the agent will recommend actions you can take to improve your chances or upskill to make your application more suitable for your dream job. Let's dive in by first taking a look at how this agent works. To find this agent and start using it right away, click the link in the description. Or if you want to start customizing and tweaking this agent for your needs, just sign up for free on hellotars.com and search for Job Compatibility Agent in the template library. When you click the link on the description, you're going to land on this page. Let me show you how it works in the front end.
Hi there, I'm your Job Compatibility AI Agent. I can help you with testing the compatibility of your profile against a job description of your choice, providing suggestions on how to upskill to make your profile more suitable for the job. Let's start. Please share the URL of your LinkedIn profile.
As you can see, the agent first asks for your LinkedIn profile URL. So let me paste mine.
Here is the summary of the LinkedIn profile for Bani Chaudhary. Full name.
Now, after analyzing my profile, it's requesting a job description either through a URL or by copy pasting. So I'll select the copy paste option and paste the job description. Now it has calculated a compatibility score and it's offering options to see a detailed analysis or to get upskilling recommendations. So let me try with getting recommendations. The agent even searches for specific courses and certification that would help improve my score. And it's also telling me how much it would improve the score by. That's pretty impressive, right? So now that we've seen how the agent works, let's start building it from scratch. The first step, as always, is to use the right platform to build your AI agent. For us, that's the TARS no-code builder, which you can find by going to hellotars.com and signing up for free. Once you're inside, navigate to the dashboard at admin.hellotars.com and click this Create New button. If you don't want to create this agent from scratch and you just want to customize the existing agent workflow, search for Job Compatibility Agent in our AI Agents section of the template library. You'll find the template up here, and once you click on it, it will automatically get added to your account, ready for you to customize. But for this walkthrough, we are going to make this agent all by ourselves from scratch. So we will click the Create from Scratch button to start a new agent. And name your agent something like Job Compatibility Analyzer or something similar and click Create. After clicking Create, we'll end up on this blank canvas. If you use the template, then this won't be blank. The agent workflow would already be here. So now let's begin creating our agent. We'll click this Add a Gambit button to create your first gambit. If you're wondering what a gambit is, check out our All About Gambits playlist. In short, a gambit is like one step of a conversation. The next step after adding a gambit is to open it up and name it welcome_user. Remember to use lowercase and underscores instead of spaces. I am naming it like that because it helps me understand what the workflow is like, and the messages of this gambit are the first messages that the user will get when they land on the agent. Now select basic as the gambit type, and we can start editing the agent's messages. So this is what my first message is going to be like, and I'll click this button to add more messages. Now that we're done adding the messages, we'll click on this blue button here, which is how we control the user input. And here I'm going to scroll down and select no input. Now I can just click save and the first step is done. Now I'll click the add a gambit button again and create my second gambit. I'll link it by dragging and dropping it like this. For the name of this gambit, I'm going to name it, and this gambit is going to be an AI agent gambit. Now before I do anything else, I'll head into the default messages section and change the welcome messages. I'll remove this one and add a new welcome message over here. Basically, this message will show up as a typical agent message, but when the agent shares the URL of their LinkedIn profile, the AI in this gambit gets triggered to start following the instructions that are written in the base prompt. The base prompt is where we control the AI by telling it what to do and how to do it. I'm going to copy paste the prompt that I already wrote. Let me do that, and then let's analyze the prompt so you get some ideas on how to customize the prompt or write your own. Let's take a look at this prompt. It's pretty simple. The goal of the AI in this gambit is to just get information from the LinkedIn profile URL given by the user. But the agent can't automatically just go and do that. It needs a tool to be able to get information from URLs. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that normally we use FireCrawl to get information from URLs. But unfortunately, FireCrawl can't access LinkedIn. Don't worry, I've got another free tool lined up for you, PeopleDataLabs. So click save and save this gambit. Even if you aren't making this agent from scratch and you're using the template, you still need to complete this step in order for the agent to work properly. To get the PeopleDataLabs tool to work, we need to follow the same steps as when setting up a custom tool, which can be a little confusing if you're new to setting up tools. So just follow along with me. First, go to PeopleDataLabs and sign up for free. In your main dashboard, you can see a bunch of free and paid tools. For this agent gambit, we require the person enrichment subtool. This subtool works like this. When the user gives it a LinkedIn profile URL, it gets all this information from that profile. In this left side navigation sidebar, you need to click on API keys and you will get your free API key. So copy that. Then we'll open a new window and go to admin.hellotars.com/ai/tools. Here, we'll create our new custom tool by clicking this Add Tool button on the left. Give your tool a name and a description, and you can also upload a logo. After that, scroll down to the header section. Over here, click the Add Header button. In the key, you have to type X-API-key exactly as shown here, and then paste your API key in the value. Make sure that you don't share your API key with anyone. Finally, you need to add a schema for this custom tool to work. You can simply search the PeopleDataLabs documentation for the subtool by scrolling down here and going into the documentation. Over here, find Person Enrichment API and take the URL from the top and paste it into ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT to create a YAML file for the OpenAPI specification for the person enrichment tool. ChatGPT will generate the YAML and you can just copy and paste it into the schema section and then click save. Since I already have this tool, I won't make it all over again, but after you save your tool, make sure that your tool shows the subtool of enrich person as enabled. And that's it for adding PeopleDataLabs as a tool. But since we're already here, let's also add the Exa tool and the FireCrawl tool because we will end up using them both later in the agent workflow. For Exa, follow the same steps as we did with PeopleDataLabs, which is sign up for free on exa.ai, get your API key, create a schema, and paste all that into a new custom tool. The only difference is that instead of adding your API key in the header and typing x-API-key, you will add it into the authorization section of the custom tool by selecting API key as the authorization type. And then paste your API key here. Don't change any of the default settings before you click save. On the other hand, adding FireCrawl is a much simpler process. Once again, you will get your free API key by signing up to firecrawl.com and going to your dashboard. Your API key will just be visible on the right side, so copy it. Then in your TARS tool dashboard, scroll down and locate FireCrawl Web Tools. Click Add Tool and just paste your FireCrawl API key here. Nothing else, just click Save and you're done. Now we can head back into the agent. Let's refresh this page so the new tools get updated. Now we can begin adding the PeopleDataLabs tool to this AI agent gambit. Click the Add a Gambit button to create a new tool gambit, and in the gambit type, select AI-tool. From the tool drop-down, select PeopleDataLabs. And now just click Save. Connect the tool gambit to the AI agent gambit by dragging it from the blue socket and connecting it here. Next, we are going to create the job description selection gambit. This allows the user to select if they want to share a URL to the job description or to just copy and paste it. This gambit is going to be a basic gambit and I'm going to name it job_description. I'll just add in the agent messages now. In the user input type, I'm going to select button and I'm going to provide two options, link and copy and paste. In the settings, I'm going to make sure that branching is enabled. This directs users to different paths based on their choice. And now click Save. Now I'll click the Add a Gambit button again and go for the URL path. So I'll connect this, which is the first option, URL, and go in here, name this job_link. This is going to be an AI agent gambit. And in the welcome messages, I'm going to add. I'll also remove the recurring message from here and go back to the settings to change the base prompt. Once again, I've pasted a pretty simple prompt which tells the agent what its role is, and it tells the agent what to do, which is to use the FireCrawl_scrape subtool to extract information from the given link. Now I'll save this prompt, save the gambit, and attach the FireCrawl tool. So once again, add a gambit, turn it into AI tool, and select FireCrawl Web Tools and then click Save. And just drag and drop it to connect it to the AI agent gambit. Now for the second path, we'll add another gambit, but this one is going to be a basic gambit. So I'll connect it here, name this job_paste, And now just edit the agent message. The input type here is going to remain text, so I will just click save. Now I'll add another gambit, which is going to be the confirmation step. So just connect all of them to this gambit. I'm going to name this gambit no input, because as you guessed it, that's what the user input setting is going to be. And now I'll edit the agent message. And now I'll click save. The last step of this workflow is going to be the Job Compatibility Analysis AI Agent Gambit. So once again, I've clicked the Add a Gambit button. I'm going to connect it to the workflow and turn this into an AI Agent Gambit. I have named the gambit Job_Compatibility_Agent. And for my base prompt, I have added a very comprehensive prompt because this is a slightly more complicated process. But in short, it explains how to extract the LinkedIn profile and job description information, then calculate the compatibility score using a specific framework, and present the initial response with options for a detailed analysis or for recommendations. Finally, I've also told the agent how to format its response and present it in a neat and easy to read manner. Again, this is where you can customize the agent by changing the base prompt if you want it to do something different. The prompt is quite detailed, so if you want to check it out, go to the template and click on the Job Compatibility Agent Gambit, where you can see the existing prompt that I have written here. Now I'm just going to click save. And before I do anything else, I'll scroll down here and make sure that chat history is enabled, because the conversation now is going to keep going on within this gambit. And that happens when I save this and I connect this gambit back to itself. Now in this gambit, if the user wants upskilling recommendations, it uses Exa to search for possible courses or certifications that the user can take, and it uses FireCrawl to get that information from those search results. Since we already added FireCrawl and Exa to our account earlier, let's just add them as tools over here. Add a gambit, turn it into an AI tool gambit, and then we can scroll down to select Exa. Click save. Now I'll repeat the same steps for FireCrawl. Flow is complete. Before we start testing this agent, let's head into the design section to customize the look and feel. In the themes section, there's already a ton of themes to choose from, and in the custom section, you can add even more details and customizations, such as setting up a logo, changing the name of the agent which appears on the top, and changing even more things like the fonts, the colors. It's all up to you. Before you move out of this section, make sure you save your changes. And if you want it to be even more professional, you can head into the configure section, and in this subdomain, you can change the URL of the agent. Now click save and let's test our agent. I'm going to click this publish button and hit the button next to it to open my agent in a new tab. So it's giving the welcome messages as expected, and now I'm going to put in my LinkedIn URL. Once again, I'm going to choose the copy paste option, but feel free to test the link option as well. And I'm going to paste the job description of the job that I'm applying for. In the message of the confirmation gambit, I'm just going to say yes. And there we go. Once again, I've been provided with a score and I can get a detailed analysis or I can get recommendations on how to upskill for this role since my score is pretty low this time. And there you have it. We've successfully built a job compatibility AI agent that can help job seekers assess their compatibility with specific job postings, understand their strengths and weaknesses, and get actionable recommendations to improve their chances. Remember, you can customize this agent further by tweaking the prompts, adjusting the scoring framework, or adding additional features based on your specific needs. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or suggestions for future AI agent tutorials, drop them in the comments below. Happy job hunting and happy automating!